Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to Rebirth Pilates. This is day 16 of our March Madness Challenge. I know it's supposed to be a live video, but life happens and we're doing another uploaded video to YouTube. But I hope you're joining and I hope you're staying up with your practice. If not, you can always catch up. These videos will be up for you to do anytime. So today we're gonna just do a little work on stability and a little bit of standing work. And then we'll get back down on our mats. So you're gonna come to your mat with your feet in parallel. And just look down at your feet and make sure they're really situated underneath your hip joints. So you'd have about a fist distance or another foot of yours could go between them. You're gonna stand tall. Allow your shoulders to be relaxed for a moment. See if you can feel all 10 of your toes on the mat. Lift them up, spread them out, and try to put them down little toe to big toe. Again, lift them up, spread them out, and try that little toe to big toe. One more time, lift them up, spread them out, little toe to big toe. Now hug all of your toes down on the mat, really feel the connection to them, and then shift your weight forward so you come more into the ball of your foot and your toes. Your heel is staying on the ground. You're going to shift your weight back to your more into your heels, but not so far that you fall over backwards. All of your toes stay on the ground, and you're just going to shift your weight forward and backwards. Still thinking, my whole foot is connected to the ground. I'm just shifting my weight in my foot. And then find a place where you feel centered on your feet. Good, and from here, shift left to right, just taking the weight into the outside of one foot, inside of the other. Making sure both feet are involved in the weight shift today. One or two more to each side. And then slowly make it smaller until you find center. And then you'll do some circles. So you'll find all of your weight into your toes, then to the right side, the back of the heel, through center and around. There might be a part that you tend to skip. Just try to get all the edges. You're going to go 3 times in each direction. If you're alternating, that's fine. Just again, make sure you go 3 times in each direction. Now I'm going to switch and go to my left. I'm going to go all the way around, trying to find all those edges. I like to skip that right outside heel, so I'm going to pay close attention to trying to get over there without skipping it. One more time, so I'm going to do 3. And then you'll find your center. Lift up your feet again, or your toes, sorry, spread them out. And try to put them down big toe to little toe. Oh, so much harder for me. One more time, lift them up, spread them out, big toe to little toe. Then you're gonna lift them up, spread them out, and try to put down your little toe and your big toe at the same time, but keep the other toes lifting. See how that engages the arch of your foot and connects all the way up into your abs, and then let that relax for a second, but try to keep that connection you just created. You're going to stand tall into your left foot and bring your right knee up into tabletop. So you're just standing here on one foot, working on your balance. If anytime you feel very unstable, find a wall or a chair for support. And from here, you're just going to tap your toe to the ground and bring your knee back up right in front of your pelvis. You can put your hands on your hips, or you can reach your arms out to the side, or reach your arms long for the floor. I'm going to put my hands on my hips. We're doing this 5 times. I'm trying to make sure I don't hike up my hip to get my knee up, so I'm keeping that pelvis nice and level. After the 5th one, I'm going to straighten my leg and bend my knee 5 times. Again, anytime your balance feels unstable, you do something about it. Make sure you're being safe. Last one, leg stays straight. You tap down and lift up. 5, 4, again, not hiking the hip. 3, 2, 1. You're going to tap in the front, tap to the side, tap to the back. Back to the side, back to the front. So you're just challenging your pelvis to stay pretty much level across the top as you move your leg around in a circle. 3, and back to the front, and then bring your foot down. So again, you're standing in both your feet for a moment. Stand tall, and then you're going to stand into your right foot as you bring your left leg up into that tabletop position. Again, checking that your pelvis is level. You're going to tap your toe to the ground and lift it back up 5 times. Making sure your standing leg is nice and straight. And then you're going to hold that knee at the tabletop position and straighten and bend it 5 times. 2, on that last one, you're going to keep it straight and you're going to tap the ground and lift it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to bring it down, tap it to the ground in front of you, then to the side, and then behind, back to the front. So you're just challenging your pelvis to stay stable, challenging your balance. 1 more time, back to the front, and bring the foot underneath you. Stand into both your feet. Try to feel equally weighted into both feet. Bring your heels to touch and turn your toes out. You're going to have that legs wrap around, that kind of squeezing the glutes a little bit. Abs are, of course, engaged. Arms are long. You're going to reach your arms up over your head, and then you're going to lift your heels up off the ground. And you're going to lower and lift your heels 5 to 10 times. I'm going to go for 10. I'm halfway there. 4. I've got 3 more. On my last one, I'm going to hold. So I'm holding here. Everybody come and meet me here. Just hover those heels off the ground. Try to hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, shoulders down the back, 6, abs are engaged, trying to find your balance, 2, 1, lower the heels, lower the arms, swivel the legs to parallel. Arms go back up. Try to make sure your shoulders aren't lifting, that you're having a good connection of the shoulders down the back. Ribs are pulling towards the pelvis slightly. And you're going to go up, lifting your heels and lowering your heels. 5 to 10 times. You do what your body tells you to. Keep breathing. Halfway there. Again, we're going to hold on the last one. So on your 10th one, you hold at the top. Everybody come and meet me here. Get nice and long, and we're holding for 10, 9, 8. Check in with your shoulders. Check in with your head. 5, 2, lower the heels, lower the arms. Make sure you have enough space to take a step forward. So you're in parallel, you take your step forward. Try to be sure that you don't cross the center line, so you have a little bit of this leg is still in line with its hip joint. You're going to rock yourself forward onto your front foot, come up onto the toes in the back, hands on the hips. Try to make sure you're staying level and not rotating in your pelvis. You're facing straight forward with your body. You're going to rock back onto your back foot and flex your front foot up. Push off with your glute and hamstring of that back leg to propel you onto the front foot, lifting that back heel. And then you rock back onto the back foot, flexing the front. We've got 8 more. Breathing the whole time. Five more. 3, 2, last one. Good. Step your foot back so they're side by side. And then step your left foot forward. Make sure it's in line with your pelvis. You push yourself forward onto that front leg, lift the back heel. Glute and hamstring are engaged to get you here. Check your pelvis, make sure it's square, shoulders are square, and then rock yourself back. Try to be sure your foot doesn't turn in or out when you do this, but if it does a little bit, that's okay. Just trying to be aware of what your foot is doing. And then you're going to propel yourself back forward onto that front foot, back heel lifts. Rock yourself back, front foot flexes. 3. You may find one side very different than the other. That's really normal. It's a different side. We all have a dominant leg. Just trying to make them as equal as possible. Breathing through this. Three more. 2. Last one. Rock back to your back foot and step both feet together. Good, we're going to work on a little bit of a squat. So we're going to stay in parallel for the first one, and we're just going to squat back and stand up. Knees go straight forward. You go as low as you can, as low as your ankle or knee allows you, or any other limitations you might have. If you need to hold on to something while you do this, please do so. I am leaning slightly forward, but try not to lean too far forward. Two. Last one. You're going to take a turnout position with your feet. I'm going to bring my feet to the edge of my mat. Heels are going to face in. And I'm going to do a squat here. You may go all the way to the ground if you want. Just do what works for you. Five more. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to put your hands on your hips, come into a small, almost plie position here. Knees slightly bent, turned out. Make sure you're in line with your feet, and then lift your right heel up and lower it down. Lift your left heel and lower it. Lift and lower. Alternating your feet. 3, 4. One more to each side. Good. Lower them both down and then see if you can lift them both up and hold. Staying tall. 5 more breaths here. 3. 1 more. Lower your heels, straighten your legs. Come to the top of your mat. Come down however you're coming down onto your mat today. And then scoot yourself back. We're pretty warm, so we're going right into our teaser prep. So you're going to round yourself back. When your low back is down and your shoulder blades are up, bring your legs into a tabletop position. Hold on here. Breathe. Trying to expand that space between your shoulder blades. You're going to release your legs. Try to keep the legs where they are. Lower down, take the arms overhead. Inhale. And then keeping the legs where they are, roll yourself up and try to sit. relatively tall. If you need to use your hands behind your thighs, please do. Three more. Oh, I used my hands. Didn't even mean to. Two more. I think my hip flexors wanted me to use my hands. Last one. Stay up here for a moment and then lower your feet down. Widen your knees and stretch yourself forward over your legs. 3 breaths here. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees, swing yourself around. Come to hands and knees. Round your back, stretch out into that cat stretch, and then find some extension. Open up. 2 more. Cat cow. 1 more. Good. Come down to your forearms. Take one leg back to a plank, the other leg back to your plank, and hold for a count of 10. 9, 8, 7. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. Maybe look forward slightly. So you can get all 10 of your toes involved. 2. And bring your knees down. Bring your hands down. 1 more round of cat-cow. Press the ground away, press into your knees, round your back, and then open and look forward. 2 more. One more. Good. Tuck your toes. Push yourself back into a stretch. Take a moment and then walk your hands toward your feet. Bend your knees. Let your head be heavy for a moment. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, push into your full footprint. Round yourself up to standing. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, lower the arms. And you did our class today. So thank you for joining me for day 16 of March Madness. I hope to see you back here on the mat for day 17. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and check us out on our website at rebirthpilates.com. See you soon.